Hi, this is Christine. I'm back here today with local HUD consultant Gerald Stewart. Today we're going to be talking about change orders. So Gerald, what is a change order, and can you explain how it works, once you're in the project?
Absolutely. So once the scope has been written, if there's a deviation in the work, then a change order is to be presented to the HUD consultant. So what we require is that the contractor meet with the client on site, identify what these changes are, write them up on their letterhead and present them to us so that we can review them to make sure that the change is not something that's overlooked that's originally in the scope of work prior to us sending it to the lender for pre-approval.
So can a GC, let's give an example. So you have flooring and it's carpet and it's there and there was nothing that we're going to replace the carpet. And the GC just goes ahead and replaces it with hardwood floor. It wasn't in the scope. They didn't ask for approval. Is that an issue?
That can be an issue. As the change orders are noted in the HOCA, the homeowner contractor agreement, that any changes in the scope of work have to be presented to the lender for pre-approval. And the contractor is basically making these changes that they may not be paid for this work if it's no funds available at the contingency reserve at the end of the project.
And that's a critical statement he just made. Any change order that your contractor wants to do, number one, has to be run by the HUD consultant, because he has to make sure that it's a legitimate change order, that it's really needed, and they're not just doing that to maybe make extra money. Also, the lender actually has to approve it. If the lender does not approve it, they do not have to pay it. We want to prevent you from not having the funds that are there for you to use to pay your contractor. But if the bank doesn't approve it before the work is done, they do not have to pay it out of the contingency. You could end up paying it yourself. So the proper order, Gerald, if you could walk us through it, client wants a change order, what is the next step? What do they do?
Yep, the next step would be for the contractor to write that change order up on their letterhead. Okay. Both parties email it over to the HUD consultant for review. And then once we review it, we then actually take the change order and put it on a change order form that's recognized by the lender for the lender to then give a pre-approval prior to that work even starting.
And then once the lender pre-approves it, do you let the contractor and the homeowner know that they can go ahead with that change?
That is correct.
And then the change order is taken out of, if they need additional money, that's taken from the contingency reserve fund?
That is correct.
Okay,
Absolutely.
perfect. So change orders are done once you've closed and the construction is started. If something comes up that's unforeseen, that's a health and safety issue, immediately call your HUD consultant, have the contractor write up the change order, what it will cost, and then the lender will have to pre-approve it. So if you're doing a renovation loan and have any questions on how a change order works, please feel free to reach out to us. So I'm here for all your needs. While I do renovation lending, I also can do move-in ready. So if you're unsure if you want to buy a home that's move-in ready, or you might buy a fixer-upper, I can handle both for you. So please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tips.